everyone, welcome to another episode of Driven by ISUZU Passion. Today I am joined in studio by a dealer who is an extension of our ISUZU brand. He's here to tell us all about the customer experience in the dealerships and how ISUZU dealerships are being run. So joining me in studio today is Hannes Joubert from MOTUS ISUZU Vereeniging. Hannes, welcome to studio and thank you for joining me.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity and thank you for having us.
Awesome. So please, as a start, introduce yourself. Tell us what you do on a day-to-day.
Like you said, my name is Hannes Joubert. I'm the dealer principal of MOTUS ISUZU in Vereeniging.
Mm-hmm.
Been with the ISUZU brand for off and on 21 years.
Okay.
Really evolved with the brand. Very happy with what we have accomplished, and you can hear I say we because I feel part of the family.
We are a family.
That's in a nutshell. Born and bred Kimberley.
Mm-hmm.
Short stint in Cape Town, went back to Kimberley, and now we're in Gauteng. So in the Vaal Triangle.
Nice. So take us back to the very first ISUZU vehicle you sold. What was the feeling? Can you still remember?
Yeah, I can still remember. We just had a price increase, and we thought, oh my goodness, how are we going to sell these things? And I mean, it was just below 300,000 rand for ISUZU. And we thought, how are we going to do this? But anyways, woman, I got hold of the lady. She was still a lawyer in Berkeley West, about 50 kilometers out of Kimberley. She was looking for ISUZU. She said, what have you got? Okay. And I jumped in my dealer principal's 3-liter TDI LX ISUZU.
That should have been a KB still, right?
It was the KB, that's correct. I drove to Berkeley West. We went for a test drive, and she wants it.
So you said you drove there?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, can you tell us about that? Is that a regular thing that you dealers do for customers?
I've always believed if you want to be successful, you must do whatever other people don't want to do.
Okay.
So to drive the 50 kilometers there to do a transaction was not a problem for me. So she was blown away. She was happy. She was happy with the vehicle. She was happy with the service and everything. Yeah, and the very next day they delivered a red 3-liter KB 3-liter TDI to our dealership. And I phoned her and I said, do you want it? And she said, yes. And we spec'd the vehicle, delivered it. Very happy. I think I've sold ever since that. I've sold another 4 vehicles to her and her family and the kids and like that. So relationship building is very important.
100%. And customer service as well. I mean,
Absolutely.
From the very first time she made contact,
Absolutely.
You made sure you delivered. You were there, showing face, starting and establishing that relationship. That's
Absolutely.
so beautiful. That's so beautiful. So just taking it back now to the dealership floor. I mean, with your years of experience, I'm sure you've seen a lot of things changing. Just tell me how the dealership floor has evolved over time.
You see, the dealership used to be a place where people came, they drop off their vehicle and they went off to work.
Okay.
And this afternoon they fetched it for a fixing.
Yes.
People used to come there, buy a vehicle, but they never spent time with us.
Yes.
So I think the involvement what we've done with the dealerships at this stage is that we are making it a destination for the customer. I mean, people can come sit there in the service reception, free Wi-Fi, catch up on their emails. You know, if it's not a major service, they can actually wait for their vehicle.
Oh, nice.
And while they're there, we could maybe sell another vehicle to them. But I think it's more of an experience now.
I like
that. It's not just a cold building anymore. We try to do with lifestyle photos and stuff like that to make the place attractive and for people to want to be there.
Okay.
So.
Oh, nice. That's so beautiful. I love that you're making it an experience because it's not only about selling the vehicle, but it's about making sure that the person experiences the ISUZU brand in the best way that they can.
Absolutely.
So 21 years of experience selling vehicles. Why did you stay with the brand for so long?
I think it's mostly because of who I am.
Okay.
Integrity. I mean, I've seen so many people in my years. Today, I am saying this brand is absolutely the best. Next week, they're starting at another brand. Now, what do you say about the brand that you were selling?
Yes.
I've never moved in the motor industry laterally.
Mm-hmm.
It was either luxury market or your LCV market with the media market.
Okay.
Because I just felt that you know, last month I was speaking to you about previous brand, and now you get me another brand. What I'm going to tell you now, and why would you buy a vehicle? Why would you have the trust relationship with me to go buy? But besides that. That's from my side, but I must tell you guys, I fell in love with Isuzu.
Okay.
You know, I come from Kimberley. It's a rural area. We do a lot of farming. We're always in the outdoors and stuff like that. So, the Isuzu brand and Isuzu vehicles just fitted in with our lifestyle.
Okay.
So well. Yeah, and you know, Isuzu stands for reliability. You know, the brand was always known for being economical, not just being economical on fuel, but being economical to maintain, because it was such a good vehicle.
Very important.
And that made it easy actually to sell the vehicle.
Okay.
You know, I always tell people that we must convert them to the better side. And I've converted a lot of people to Isuzu purely because I feel my passion for the brand.
Yes,
it's an absolute passion thing for me. And you know what has happened with us, the evolvement of Isuzu. I always say to the guys, we're not a very marked brand anymore. So what I mean by that is, and people, if you don't explain it, people will get offended by it, but we've now got Isuzu here.
Yes.
And it's not a big motor company that's importing it and assembling it in South Africa and selling it like a very marked product. It is actually Isuzu that's here with us, Isuzu Japan, and I mean we are building proper vehicles now, and I think it's just fantastic for the brand. It's fantastic for our customer base, I said to Mr. Urin the other day that I think we are just touching the tip of the iceberg, and the big piece of ice is still underneath.
It's still underneath, untapped.
Absolutely.
So just take us through a customer. What does a customer look for when they're buying a vehicle, and what should they be looking for?
And I think that is also something that has changed over the years. You know, customers used to want to own vehicles. You know, when I started selling cars, you would speak to the guy. Come on, he brought his car for a service. You start speaking to him. Let's trade the vehicle in. And he said, "No, I just paid it off, man." You know. But I mean, in today's day and age, it's like people realize that you're always going to have a car installment. Hence the word hire purchase. So you're basically hiring the vehicle, and as soon as it comes to the end of the warranty or to the end of the maintenance plan, service plan, you trade it in, carry on with your installment, and have peace of mind, economical driving, because everything is now covered again. So I think that customers are looking for peace of mind, looking for economical. Reliability is under peace of mind, and then of course safety.
100%.
Safety. People want to get to the destination and back.
Yes. So just touching on what a customer's looking for in vehicles, I just want to find out from you as a dealer. Do you think that the manufacturing process at Isuzu has the customer in mind to make sure that we actually satisfy everything that they are looking for in their vehicles?
Absolutely. If you look at our new Isuzu range, the Gen 7, I really think it's a customer-centric vehicle. The other thing that it feels to me, I mean, this vehicle was launched in the rest of the world in 2019 already.
Yes.
Thailand was the first. We only launched the vehicle in 2022.
Yes.
Okay, but people will say, "Yeah, it was COVID." It's not just COVID. I mean, we did extensive tests on this vehicle to make it a South African Isuzu. And if you take from the other countries, go drive the vehicle and stuff like that, it's not the same as ours. I want to say it tongue-in-cheek, ours is better than the rest of the world. So most definitely, to take 3 years just to develop a vehicle for our market, that is for the customer, to give the customer peace of mind. Other thing is, I mean, the campaigns, and if something pops up, which doesn't often happen, we sort it out immediately. And you know, the customer actually comes to you with a letter, so the customer knows about it, and they can come and we sort it out.
Yeah. Okay, so Hannes, just take us through to what extent have you personally gone to service a customer?
Once again, it's difficult just to pick up one customer, but I can tell you, coming out of the Northern Cape, it's a vast area. Your AOR is big. I can just tell you about this one farmer. The day when we did the what you call it, the fleet registration, and people asked me, who's this? And they couldn't believe that a farmer is farming so big that they've got 184 vehicles.
Yo.
So needless to say, if this, I pushed on my button, I was there. But actually everybody, it's not just for him. So Prescar is about 250 kilometers from Kimberley.
Sure.
So we would actually drive out to him, go look at his fleet. We would actually go service his vehicles on the farm for him.
Wow.
Because his vehicles was quite easy. It was yearly servicing. It was just the extra that we would go, and he wasn't the only one. We had we had farmers in Douglas, or customers in Douglas. If we went to that guy's farm, we would phone the customers and say, "Listen, how close is your vehicle to a service?" Bring just to save the customer 120 kilometers or 250 kilometers,
and time as well.
And time, absolutely.
100%.
In the Northern Cape, Northern Cape Free State area, we've got a mobile truck, but it is rigged. It's got compressors in. It's got all the tools, everything. It's got lifts in. It's got jacks in. So we can service on site. It's got tanks for oil, for the old oil, so for environmental. To keep the environment safe. So we also use that to go out to people. If they give us a premises, we can service their vehicles.
Service there.
But yeah, if you look at the vastness of the Northern Cape, I mean, if you drive to Kuruman, it's 300 to Katu, it's 300 kilometers.
And you do that for your customers, right?
We have to.
Wow.
Guys, we're in a situation. I want to cry for every customer I lose. If I see a customer that's one of my customers, and I see him driving something else, his phone will ring, and I will ask him what happened. But it's we have to. The only way to keep a customer is to go the extra mile. Mediocrity does not exist. We're working for an excellent brand. We're working in an excellent, I must say, extraordinary industry. I'm very proud of my job. I'm very proud of being in the motor industry, where people, I mean, there was a tendency where people used to look down on car salesmen and people like that, but that didn't bother me.
Because you're passionate about this.
I was, the big thing is, I think, the problem, one little problem that we've got in the motor industry right now is people are not car people anymore that we employ. First question I ask in the interview is, how many car magazines have you got? And have you bought the car magazine this month? I mean, if you're not interested in cars, how are you going to sell it?
How are you going to sell it? That's good to know. You're talking about customers now, but I want to find out, with the relationship between Isuzu and the dealerships, does Isuzu as a company take dealer feedback, and has any of your suggestions maybe been implemented?
Yes, most definitely. Without our feedback to Isuzu, how would they even know that there's a problem?
Exactly right.
With our RTA system and stuff, early warnings and stuff that we upload. No, most definitely. Isuzu has got the back of the dealerships. They really look after us. If there's a problem, they help us with it. I've never had a sense that Isuzu is saying to you, "No, you're on your own." It's never been like it. everybody, I must say, the culture within ISUZU, the people of ISUZU, within the OEM, they make it so easy. It's a helpful culture.
Okay.
It's
That's
a
good
humble
to know.
culture, and that is what we must always remember to stay humble, and the people always within their means and within their level of authority, they will always try to help you.
Okay. That's good to know. So looking at the brand itself, with so many trends and changes over time, how would you say that the brand has evolved over time?
We must be very honest. ISUZU is a very young brand in South Africa. Even though we say it's from 1979, but I mean we actually started in 2018.
6 years ago.
In 2018.
Yeah.
And guys, if we can just look at it and say, what have we achieved in this 6 years? Is actually amazing.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
That's why I say, tip of the iceberg. We're gonna go. Trends in the brand itself. The vehicles are more. The vehicles are not just commercial vehicles anymore.
They talk to lifestyle.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, the guy will drive a seagull cab on the phone, the wife will drive the double cab, and you know, the Sunday church car is the MEX. You
Exactly.
know, the people. That's how people are thinking of ISUZU. I think we've got a great model lineup now, and we are just gonna. I don't know. I would like to see how they're going to better this one.
It's a challenge. It's a challenge that I'm sure that they will gladly take. But I just want to find out from you, from a customer perspective, how do you have any stories, interesting stories you've had with customers where you've serviced them well and they come back? I mean, you mentioned one earlier where someone bought a vehicle from you,
Sure.
and they came back for more. So do you have any other interesting stories you can share with us?
I've got so many, but I can just tell you in general. I started in Vereeniging April last year, and I mustn't hear this, but I'm still delivering a couple of ISUZUs per month in Kimberley.
Yeah.
I mean, being at that dealership for 11 years, the following that we built up, the belief from the customer. You know, if you've got those two things in place, the people will follow you.
And you've built those relationships anyway, so
Absolutely.
they will definitely become fruitful, eh?
Absolutely.
Stunning. Well, thank you so much, Hannes, for sharing your wisdom. Thank you for telling us on the customer side of ISUZU. It's very nice to hear all these beautiful stories. And thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.